Good afternoon. My name is Felicia Miller. I am a licensed mental health counselor, LMHC, in the state of Indiana. I am also a member of the Center for Apostolic Counseling, the CAC. So, what I'm going to briefly talk to you about is healing relationships. When we get into healing relationships, it goes back to attachment. Everything always goes back to attachment. Parents and caregivers, we set the stage for kids when they're babies, when they're infants, and our nervous system is relaxed, we're in parasympathetic, and we're able to come in and hold someone who's crying until that part of their brain and the fear and the attachment or them not feeling safe or secure, it's be able to relax. Now what happens as we get older, we only see the surface symptoms that people demonstrate when, as adults, as teenagers, and then we're like, ugh, I can't deal with this person. And really, they probably feel insecure. There's something in their brain that says that they're not safe. So what you want to do is the same approach you would do with a kid. You want to be able to have a calm nervous system. You want to be able to create a vulnerable space, in that safe space that they could come to you when they have an issue, when they have to say something hard, when they have to admit something, when they have to ask for help. That is how you get a healing relationship, is your response when somebody is distressed, when their nervous system is upset, when they feel insecure, when they're not safe, when something in their brain says, danger, danger. You want to be able to be that safe space, because if they come to you and then they're met with criticism, judgment, aggression, then their brain goes, oh, this is not safe, we can't do this. So a big thing with healing relationships is how you respond when somebody comes to you with something vulnerable. It's also being able to be the safe space and give that thing that they didn't get with somebody else, and it's not your fault. And a big thing that we see, that I hear in clinical practice, and I'm in Colorado, I'm hiking, it's a beautiful state. But one of the big things that I also hear from a lot of adults and teenagers is, I could never go to my parent with this. I could never go to my youth pastor. I can't go to my pastor. That means that there's something that's going on, that their brain tells them that those are not safe people to talk to. And in reality, they should be. They should be a safe person for them to go to and say, hey, I'm hurt. I need help. Can you do this? So healing relationships. Think about your response. How are you responding to somebody who's been traumatized? How are you responding to somebody who is coming to you with something vulnerable? And recovery. Always work on recovery. If you don't get along and something happens and there's an argument, don't just okay, we're going to ding, 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 we're going to go to our separate corners and then we're going to come back and, we're not going to talk about it. If you want to heal, you have to process why something didn't go well, so that way you know how to avoid it next time. You have to process the things that weren't said and get past the superficial symptom so you can get to the core root of it. The last encouragement I would have when it comes to a healing relationship is human touch. Being able to touch. When we touch an infant, we touch a toddler and we caress them and we hold them, their nervous system says, I'm safe. We have to do that with teenagers and adults. We have to be able to touch them and hold their hand and touch their face the same way you would when you rocked your child. And not be sexual, but just let their nervous system know they're safe and it's okay. Engaging them senses and engaging in the physical touch, you will have long-lasting, a reset of the vagus nerve, your nervous system, and all the trauma that gets stuck in our brains. So thank you for listening to me. God bless.